Hey guys, AirTS here, Air for short. I'm going to make a video on the Wind Archangel, also known as Eladriel. I had a request from somebody to do a video on him, and the chances of me ever summoning one is very slim, so might as well make a video. And I'm going to discuss the runes for this monster. Now keep in mind these are just suggestions. You don't need to follow them if you don't want to, but also feel free to leave any suggestions of your own in the comment section below if I don't suggest something that you think might work. So let's take a look at him here. He's a support type monster. First of all, this is the awakened form. I think he looks fancier, and I like that. So he's a support type. His first skill is Heavenly Sword. Attacks with the Heavenly Sword, removing a beneficial effect on the enemy with a 75% chance. The damage increases according to your defense. More defense, more damage, removing a beneficial effect. 75 is actually pretty high. You can probably increase this to maybe a 100% chance if you max out his skills. Archangel's Blessing recovers an ally HP by 50%, so that's pretty high. A lot of sort of like, what do you call it, set stats, so set amounts like percentage base healing is usually around 30%, so 50% is pretty good. And then Archangel's Mercy revives a dead ally and fills up its HP to the maximum amount. Instead, you lose half of your current HP. I hate this a little bit. I don't like the fact that you lose half your HP. I get it. He revives to the full amount, but I don't know. He's a 5-star, and there's so many overpowered 5-stars out there. He was introduced to the game early on, so, or actually he might have been with the game right from the beginning. So I get it. They tried to even him out a little bit. Also, the heal you can lower from 5 turns down to about 3, and you can lower this to every 6 turns. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the biggest thing for this monster is turns. Lots and lots of turns. He's basically supposed to sit there, take a lot of hits, heal, and revive. So you're looking at violent runes for sure for this monster. If you can't do violent, do swift, because you want him to be fast, which is also something he gets when he's awakened. He gets an increase of his speed by 15%. So you want him to be fast, you want him to get lots of turns. I also think it doesn't hurt to give him some accuracy. A lot of people actually prefer to go the resistance route, and I'll tell you why. He does damage based on defense, so if you want him to also do damage, you're going to increase his defense. Now that means he's quite susceptible to the defense debuff. So if you're going to go basically down the defense route with him, you're going to want lots of resistance so that he can hopefully resist the defense debuff. That being said, if you don't want him to do a lot of damage and you want to go the HP route, I would actually go towards the accuracy route for that beneficial effect removal. It drives me a little crazy when I use a friend's Archangel of any sort and they can't remove debuffs, especially because I like to use them against bosses, and they tend to get buffs around, level 9 and level 10. So you're looking at Violent and Swift for this guy. Now you can pair that up with either Guard runes for the defense, Accuracy runes, like Focus runes for accuracy. Not the best option, but if you really want him to do the debuff removal, or the buff removal, then Focus runes are pretty good. You can do Endure runes for an extra bump in resistance, or you can do energy runes for the HP route. So you can do lots of things with this monster. Revenge runes, you could put Revenge on there. Usually Revenge is good for applying debuffs as well as doing a little extra damage. The only time Revenge would help him out is if the attacker has a buff on them, and then he could remove it, because he's not going to do a lot of damage. So Swift or Violent, and then either Guard, Energy, Focus, or Endure. Now you're looking at speed on slot 2, with this monster, either defense percentage or HP percentage on slot 4, and then either defense percentage or HP percentage on slot 6. You could put resistance on there if you want to go for 100% resistance, but I would mostly look for substats for resistance. You could put accuracy on there if you want the buff removal, but also if you want to go the accuracy route, I would look for accuracy substats. I would probably go the defense route with this monster. I would probably do, well, for myself, I have some pretty good runes, so I might actually go violent focus, then speed on 2, defense percentage on 4, defense percentage on 6, with accuracy substats as well as speed substats, and then he'd probably be really good for raid battles. Now, what else do I have to say about this monster? That kind of sums it up, to be honest. I wouldn't do Despair. I mean, the stun rate is too low for a single attack. Obviously, he's not built for attacking, so no Rage, no Fatal. He's not really an HP type, so shield runes aren't ideal. You could do Nemesis runes on him, so every amount of HP he loses. I think from attacks only. I don't think the 50% HP loss applies with Nemesis. I believe it's only with attacks. But you could do Nemesis runes, and that'll bring his attacks around more frequently. But yeah, so you're going for lots of speed, lots of turns with this monster. Leave any suggestions of your own in the comment section below. If I didn't suggest something that you think might work for him, Eladriel's an amazing support type monster. Till next time, peace.